Hi, my name is Mindy Wolf and my senior project is called The Chew by Mindy Sue. So some of the topics I'll be addressing are the problem statement, the project description, the timeline, and the outcomes of the project. So for my problem statement, I had the unique situation that I didn't have a client that I needed to work for, so I was able to choose whatever project I really wanted to do. And with that in mind, I wanted to choose a project that would help me get more experience in the areas that I felt was lacking. One of the areas that I was lacking in I felt like was video editing. Don't really have experience with that, so I wanted to choose a project that would let me play around and gain more time and experience and practice with video editing. So I decided to create an Instagram page, and I wanted the opportunity to practice and gain experience with creating different mediums of content. So I chose to do Instagram because it allowed me to post videos and pictures and just play around in that platform. I haven't edited videos before, like I said, so I thought that this project would be the perfect opportunity to round out those skills. When I was coming up with different ideas for this project and what kind of Instagram page I wanted to create, I wanted to do something that would appeal to people of all ages, and one of the things I thought of was food. And it worked out well because I've always had a passion for baking and cooking, so I thought that it was the perfect topic for my project. I spent a lot of time brainstorming names, and I wanted to have my name in the actual handle so that it would align with my name and my brand identity. And the name I came up with was The Chew by Mindy Sue. I thought it was perfect because it alluded to cooking and baking, but it also had my name in it, and personally, I think it's kind of catchy. So the ultimate goal for me with this project was to grow and get as much practice as I could, and one of the areas I wanted to grow on was with the graphics. So I made two different logos. The one on the left is the one that I initially posted as my profile picture, and the first one I made, or the first one that I liked, and the one on the right is the one I changed it to halfway through my project. I was just practicing with the name and the logo and the different looks, and I ended up liking the second logo a lot better, so that's the one you'll actually see when you look at my Instagram. The description of my project. My project, like I said, is called The Chew by Mindy Sue, and that's my handle on Instagram. So I created recipe videos for my Instagram account, and then I filmed the videos at an overhead angle, which was inspired by the Tasty account from BuzzFeed. And I was able to edit to make them quick videos, and I was trying to do it for around a minute in length. And I chose that because on Instagram, if you have a video longer than a minute, you have to post it as an IGTV post. I wanted to keep them all similar, so I wanted them all to fit within a post. And then I wanted to post the recipe cards with the actual videos so that people that would look at my page could see the recipes that go along with the videos and wouldn't have to worry about writing things down while they were watching. And as always, I wanted to follow Instagram best practices. So a timeline of my event, one of the nice things was that I did not have a client, so I kind of set my own timeline and was flexible as I needed it to be. So I started filming February 28th, and I chose to start then because that was the first weekend I could come home to my parents' house to film. They obviously have a nicer kitchen than my college house, so I wanted to do all my filming here. My first post went up the first week of March, and I chose that because I wanted to have enough time to play around with the editing and the filming so that I could, come up with a completed video that fit within my idea for this project. And then I had three holiday dates that I wanted to meet, which were March 17th, April 12th, and April 22nd. So St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and Earth Day. And I had themed recipes that I posted for those holidays. My midway point was March 30th, so I wanted to have 8 videos posted by then. And then the completed project was April 29th, so I needed to have all my videos posted and everything done. So I had two types of outcomes for this, the recipe videos and the recipe cards. So you can see here that I just took a screenshot of my actual Instagram page, and you can see all the different videos, and then within each video post I included a recipe card that went with the recipe video. This is an example of Instant Pot mac and cheese, but if you want to see the rest of them, like I said, my handle is at The Chew by Mindy Sue, so you can look through all of those videos and swipe through to find the recipes. So here's an example of some more recipe cards. I went through a couple different themes of how I wanted to post them. It was a growing process to find what kind of format I wanted to post my recipes in, but it was a good experience to test out different ways, different fonts, different themes. And it's exactly what I was hoping for in this project, just so I could practice with improving my skills. And here are two just little snippets of videos that I made. Instagram stories that I posted on my personal page. So the first one says that, just, hey, I have this page, you can follow it, I had a call to action. And then the second one was later on, once they had more videos actually posted on that page. It's like, hey, check out this recipe. And then people clicked on it, they could go through all the recipes. So that was a good way to gain followers besides just, relying on Instagram, letting people know that, hey, I've joined Instagram. I don't post a lot of Instagram stories personally on my own page, so it was fun to be able to do that, for a reason. For marketing my page, I put my username in my personal bio, so people were looking to add my personal Instagram, they would see my other page and hopefully then look at it or add it. I also thought it was smart to keep it in there because in case someone saw my story promoting my page and then wanted to check it out a few days later but didn't remember the handle, they could find it in my bio. And keeping the username in my bio just kind of tied the two profiles together, which was what I wanted to do. And then I used, obviously, word of mouth. I would just tell my friends, hey, I'm doing this project, check it out if you want. And word of mouth works really well because once you tell one person, then they'll tell another person, and it spreads faster than just me telling people about it. Another thing that worked out really well was that whenever I'd film my videos, I'd give away some of the food to my friends or neighbors, and then they would end up mentioning it when we were in a different group of people and be like, oh my gosh, thanks for the food, it was great. I'm so glad you're doing this project because I get all the goodies. And it was the perfect segue to then explain my projects to other people, and then I would end up gaining followers. So it was just a win for that. When I would give away food, people would post on their stories and give me a shout out unprompted. So it was just ongoing marketing whenever I give away the food. So that was great. So reflection and process report. The project helped my understanding in a lot of different areas. Like I said, my goal was to have experience with editing videos and working with different mediums, and I definitely gained experience with editing videos. I found a lot of shortcuts and a lot of good practice. So my major has helped with this project because I already came in with an understanding of Instagram best practices, which was helpful. I also knew how to write for the media, so I had no issue coming up with call to actions for my captions, and I had an understanding of social media content. My audience was the followers of my personal Instagram page and the people that I had friends that promoted the page as well. So technically everybody that saw their stories were also audience of the Chew by Mindy Sue. The problem solved, like I said, my goal was to just gain experience in the areas I felt like I was lacking. I definitely did gain that experience, so that was a win. Problem solving process, so one of the problems that I mentioned before with the crap from posting the videos affected the rest of the post. So that was a learning curve just to figure out how to account for that when I'd make the recipe cards. And then using YouTube Audio Library and the attribution rights, I put a little post here, or a little screenshot here. You can see that Instagram notified me that my video may have copyrighted content that belongs to somebody else. So I was using YouTube Audio Library, and I thought I was using the ones that do not require any attribution. So they're free to use, but I must have missed one and didn't have the proper attribution in the post. So when that happened, Instagram pulls that post from your profile, and so I ended up going back in and editing and putting that proper attribution in it, but I didn't want to fight Instagram with it and say no, this is the right one, this is, I can use it, this is fine, because I didn't want Instagram to freeze me out of my account, especially because I needed it for this project. So I just kind of made that a little note and chalked it up to just a learning thing. But I just thought that was kind of interesting that Instagram does pay attention to all of that. And it was one of my first videos, and I didn't even have that many followers, and it happened within a couple hours of me posting. So I just thought that was kind of interesting that, they pay attention to that. So the outcome of the project, like I said, I created an Instagram page. So I kind of created a brand for myself, essentially. I'm not ever going to post personal pictures to this page. This is literally going to be for recipe videos and kind of building my portfolio. I filmed and edited recipes and made recipe cards. So those are kind of the tangible outcomes of the project. Also gained followers and experience in social media content. If I could do this project again, I would film with more cameras. I think it would give me more creative opportunities to edit the videos. I kept going with the filming style that I had because I wanted my brand to stay the same. I wanted all the videos on my Instagram page to look exactly the same when you click onto my page. But I think now that this project is over, I think I can have more creative rights to it, and I can just do different things and try different styles. And I think with practice, I might try out certain styles that I would have kind of avoided for this project. I think I would film the videos so that I could post them as IGTV videos. I ran into an issue that those videos had to be filmed vertically, and all my videos that I filmed were horizontal, so I couldn't post them as IGTV videos, so I was kind of frustrated. But in the future, I think I'll spend more time playing around with my video skills and my editing skills, and then I'll post those to the page just to kind of get a feel for what actually looks great. So the materials that I used my phone for filming. I was going to use Hootsuite for a content calendar, but Hootsuite, for whatever reason, doesn't let you post videos and pictures together in one post. And since my whole thing was doing recipe cards with the recipe videos, I couldn't use Hootsuite. So I ended up just scratching that completely, but I just used my phone, Instagram obviously as the platform. I used my laptop and iMovie, and there's a screenshot there that you can see all the different recipe videos that I pulled up on iMovie. I used Canva for my recipe cards and for this presentation, and I used YouTube Audio Library like I mentioned before. So 2 pictures of the process of filming these videos. So you can see the one on the left just me just in the process of filming a video, and the one on the right kind of shows the setup, how ratchet it was. But I had this over the bed phone mount was actually what it was, but I just was able to attach it to a stool on top of a box with some weights, and it was at the right height, at the right angle, that I could get that over the head shot that I was looking for. So some of the project highlights, when I'd post the videos and I would use specific brands, I would tag those brands in those posts. So Cool Whip and Jello and Sazz's, for example. And as you can see, Cool Whip was very active with liking and engagement. So that was cool to see that, Cool Whip was engaged in their social media. And then Sazz's also liked my post, so that was cool to just see the different brand content managers engaging with my posts. Obviously we're not in person, so you can't ask me questions right now, but if you do have any questions, feel free to message me at The Chew by Mindy Sue. Thank you for listening. So the whole project was obviously a learning experience, and especially with videoing food, and things don't always go the way you want, and it's just life. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to include some bloopers. You'll just see the food and my voice in the background, but you'll understand the struggle, and it's kind of entertaining. We're gonna do it at the same time though. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wait. Oh shit.
Okay.
Go start over.
Again.
No, don't stop. Just put it down. Okay, now we do it.
It's gonna be different.
It's fine. Now we do it. Okay. Oh, that's good. That was good. Zoom in on that. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Your finger.
No. That was so bad.
You're not on your lips. Did you already eat some?
No, it's my chapped lips.
No, it's literally a string down.
Oh, I had marshmallow dip.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So fun.
This is bad. Close. What am I trying to do here?
Okay. You see like that?
Okay, let's see if it fits. Moment of truth.